It's that time of year where everybody commits to the gym, or they commit to healthy eating, or they commit to more time with their family. Well, here at Switchforce, we've got other ideas on our mind. Today, our Switch resolutions for 2018 take shape. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switchforce. Gabe is here. And while we fully endorse the gym, healthy eating, and time with your family and friends, we have our focus on a certain hybrid platform. And so we have come up with a couple of resolutions for our Switch life in 2018, and we want to hear yours. So make sure to let us know in the comments down below what your Switch resolution for 2018 is. And maybe you can get some ideas from us. Maybe you already have an idea of your own. But here goes Gabe with his first big 2018 goal.
My very first one kind of is because of Zach. You know, I visited him recently, and he has so many cool Joy-Con all over the place. And here I am stuck with my very normal neon colored Joy-Cons from when I got the Switch. I do not have any other Joy-Con other than the ones that came with the console. I want more Joy-Con. That is something that I am going to strive for in 2018. Hopefully they release some cool new colors, maybe to coincide with some cool new games that hopefully we don't know about. And yes, more Joy-Con is where it's at for me, because I do play with other people pretty often, but I only have the 2 Joy-Con and the 1 Pro controller. So when there are more than 3 of us, we do have to take turns. So for things like Brawl Out, it'd be great to even just be able to get one more extra person there.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, Gabe. Let me warn you. The more Joy-Con starts as 2, and then becomes 4, and then becomes 6, and then you're lost forever. I will definitely be getting more Joy-Con in 2018, but my first goal is to get more cartridges, to purchase more physical releases. And I know this sounds odd, but when the Switch launched, I decided I wanted to go mostly physical, and I had all those cool little thin red boxes. I ended up going heavy on the digital side the latter half of the year. And while I love that for convenience, I miss having the nostalgic display with all of my games on my shelf. And as silly as it is, that's something I want to get back to in 2018. So I'm going to resist the urge and not be lazy and realize that popping a cartridge in and out is not that much harder than scrolling through a list of digital games.
It's not that it's harder. Again, you touched on it, but convenience. Like, you know, going out of town, right? I have Breath of the Wild in the Switch mostly because that's a game that I'm still playing a little bit. But Mario Odyssey is another game that I have physical. So I just completely forget that, hey, I don't have Mario with me at all times. So if I want to play Mario, I can't do it because I just forgot. So I love the convenience of digital, but it is admirable that you want to get more cartridges, more power to you. But Zach, I feel like that's going to take me into my second one here. I want to play more handheld. I don't play a lot of handheld at all, mostly because I capture a lot of the footage that I do play, so I have to play it docked. But playing handheld is something that is missing in my life. Just recently, I've gotten into it a little bit more, played some Mario Kart in bed just the other night, so I want to do that a lot more. I want to make sure that I take the Switch with me to more places, and of course, playing handheld is going to coincide with that.
I play handheld a lot. I almost considered putting Play More Docked on here, but I didn't know that was a resolution. I feel like handheld is something like that gets you out there. Docked is like, I'm going to sit home alone and play docked. So I'll stick with my handheld focus. My next one is to play more online games, and I want to get invested in more online multiplayer, especially with the upcoming Switch Online service. I'm going to be paying for that. I want to use it. And while I did spend quite a bit of time on Splatoon 2, my Switch time was mostly local, which is great. That's a great usage of the platform and one of its primary focuses. But Overcooked and Death Squared and Brawl Out and Crawl, these games are all fantastic, but I'm looking forward to expanding into more friends and more time with you, Gabe, and more time with you, the audience, as we dive into some of the interesting online releases that await us in 2018.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I play Switch Online quite a bit just because I don't have too many people locally all the time. When I do have people locally, it's more like of an event, like, hey, we're all hanging out and playing Switch. So, yeah, I agree with you. This will take me into the next one, though. I want to introduce the Switch to more people in general. Just last night, I had a friend of mine come over and we were hanging out, and the person said, "Oh my God, do you have a Switch?" And we didn't get to quite play it, but I want to make sure to do that with this person soon. And going forward, introducing the console to someone new hopefully means that they like it so much that they go buy one themselves, and just a snowball of greatness, basically.
rolling down the hills, goofy and gaffing with all of your new Switch friends, Gabe. I see a bright future for you in 2018.
Yes.
My third one is just to play more Switch in general. I went through some weird stuff towards the end of the year, and video games kind of took a back seat. And while I definitely keep up with the news, I want to play more of the Switch in 2018. So with my new cartridges and with my new online focus, I just want to play more of it. And I think that it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess, because we don't know exactly what's coming out. And I hope that there are plenty of exciting titles that help support my resolution, because I need stuff to play if I'm going to play more. But this January Direct seems promising, and I bet it brings some hype. Now, I also have a Switch Force resolution, Gabe. And this one is very important to me, and I think to us both, and that is that we want to come up with some new weekly shows. We really love how Comment Force kind of established itself as our first weekly series, and we have some videos that are regulars in terms of our monthly releases and in terms of our direct reactions, but we want to have some more weekly shows, and so we are going to be designing and creating and divining those masterpieces as we enter the new year, and hopefully bringing you guys some more fun, exciting content that you can look forward to on certain days of the week.
I 100% want to do that as well. Of course, it takes a little while to get a good idea, flesh it out, and then make it happen the way we want to. But to piggyback off of you here a little bit, I want to make sure that we kind of change up our content a little bit. We've started to do this slowly, but now that the new year is about to happen, I feel like we're really going to start ramping up the on-camera stuff. That is something that we know that people enjoy, and we have no problem doing it. And it does change things up a little bit, just so that not every video is the exact same. So that's going to be happening a lot more. I feel like live streams is something that we also need to tackle strong here in the new year. So Switch Force has a lot we can do to improve, and hopefully we don't let you guys down.
Yes, we definitely will not. We are going to get it on like Toad in 2018.
Not like Donkey Kong.
Like Toad, baby. Let us know your New Year's resolutions for the Switch in the comments down below. Curious to hear what you guys have. Maybe it's to 100% Super Mario Odyssey. Maybe it's to play more with friends. Maybe it's to use your Pro Controller. Maybe it's something that we can't even think of, like painting your dock. Let us know in the comments down below. We will be reading those. Thank you so much for making this such a fun and fantastic year. I think as we look back, just a wonderful time and a wonderful, amazing first full year of Switch Force and first full year of Switch. Lots to look forward to. We've got the 1-year anniversary of this system coming up, and we have a whole lot of awesomeness to look forward to. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everybody. For myself and Gabe and the entire Switch Force crew, which is just me and Gabe. Switch Force out.